Let a nigga touch my team, fuck it, nigga, kill him, fuck it, make it take me away.
I got my dogs in this bitch, I know they gon' shoot shit up. And my little brother turned to a drummer, walking my side, now he got the lumber. After that.
What's up, people? My name is Jack. Welcome back to another video here on this channel. We're doing another how to edit videos like. We launched this series maybe 3 weeks ago, something like that, with the Mr. Beast episode. And we're gonna be jumping into the NELK Boys. The NELK Boys have absolutely dominated YouTube in the past few years.
We made it to the keys, boys. I smell some daiquiris and peanut coladas.
And they've created almost like a mini TV show. If you don't know much about them, they are pranksters slash reality TV show people now. They've built like a really interesting format of video, and they've made it super entertaining. It's nonstop entertaining. Honestly, some of my absolute favorite YouTubers on the platform, and we're gonna break it down how they actually edit their videos. Now, their content, they're up to all sorts of awesome stuff and sort of pretty crazy stuff a lot of the time. So their actual topics and activities they're up to in the video are super interesting, which plays a role in making people want to watch. So not only is their editing awesome, but you know, the actual stuff they're up to is pretty sick. The actual activities they're up to. Also, they have a full edit team. I think it's at least 3 people. I know there's one main guy, Ozgod. He's sort of in charge of being the creative director or whatever the case may be. I think when he joined the team a couple years ago, he added his little style to it, and the content basically got a massive upgrade.
I feel free, watch me soar. I love counting up the ends. It's gonna be a good day. I might have a good day, cause I had rolling with my niggas and they never switch sides.
We're gonna break down a whole bunch of different stuff. Obviously, how they put together their absolutely crazy montages. Also, break down how they do their exclusive subtitles, pop tags, and overall how they actually make their content just so easily digestible by the way that they edit stuff, the pacing, stuff like that. Without further ado, how to edit videos like NELK. So on screen right now is the actual little montage composition, the thing you watched at the very beginning of this video, right? Pretty much NELK Boys have a very specific style. They've got this summery feel to everything, right? Where they've got this sort of teal and orange color grade going on. They've got the letterboxing with the black bars, and overall everything's synced up super nicely to the beat. And they have this sort of sound design strategy, which I'm gonna break down, very exclusive to the NELK Boys and their editing style. And more or less, I'll break down each aspect of it as it appears.
Let a nigga touch my team, fuck it, nigga, kill him, fuck it, make it take me away.
I got my dogs in this.
So, 3 things, that's 6, 3 things have popped up so far. First off, this one right here, letterboxing, AKA black bars technique. Black bars are the more ghetto version of it, right? It's actually called letterboxing, but I call it black bars. Most sort of amateur ghetto editors are gonna call it the black bars technique. And then you've got the actual adjustment layer, which is with a teal and orange color grade. By the way, everything I talk about in this video, I'm gonna leave you guys a pack down below to download. The NELK Boys editing pack, you guys can download it, get all the resources I break down here so you can replicate their style more or less on the exact dot. Teal and orange color grade, letterboxing, AKA black bars technique. That's how they create this sort of cinematic feel right here, right off the bat. Of course, everything's synced to the beat, and they've got sort of more summertimey, upbeat music. Also, a thing NELK Boys do is they never use uncopyrighted music. They don't make their money off ad revenue, they make their money off their merch, and their YouTube videos always have copyrighted music, which gives them more flexibility because they can actually use songs that you're listening to on a regular basis.
Let a nigga touch my team, fuck it, nigga, kill him, fuck it, make it take me away.
I got my dogs in this bitch, I know they gon' shoot shit up. And my little brother turned to a drummer, walking my side, now he got the lumber.
Boom! Do you see the way they cut that out right there? That right there is one of the dopest styles, or the coolest little tricks that they use to basically transition the user into the next scene. What they do is oftentimes they'll have sort of some talking clips, it'll break up into a montage, and then they'll end the montage with that sound design where it sort of builds up and smashes fade to black. And then they'll bring their next scene in with an establishing shot, usually a drone shot. So this is what the whole thing looks like.
Now you got the lumber.
Overall, that was a pretty nice replication of the NELK Boys montage right there. I think it was, hell yeah. And overall, that right there is the NELK Boys montage. This sound design right here is exclusive to them. What they do is they basically have a 3 sound effect combination, or that's how it seems. I don't think I've used their exact sound effects, but I've definitely replicated some similar ones. And again, all available for download down below. Pretty much, I've put these together. I've got sort of a build-up sound effect just before the drop. And then you've got a flare gun, I think it is. I think there's some sort of flare gun sound effect as soon as the drop hits. Which you could also swap that out with a shotgun or a sniper or something. Something basically that just sounds like a big bang, right? And then I've also got sort of a cinematic bass boost, which sounds like this. Sort of a little bit more gentle, but again, it gives that boom to it. And you basically have created an effect which when you add it to the drop of a track, right? Whether to cut it out or to not cut it out, you get a really, really cool effect that, you know, looks like this.
Let a nigga touch my chain, fuck it, nigga, kill him, fuck it, make it take me away.
I got my dogs in this bitch, I know they gon' shoot shit up. And my little brother turned to a drummer, walking my side, now he got the lump.
Boom! Done and dusted. And then we also bring this next scene in with a sort of flashlight switch on sound effect. And that right there is the NELK Boys montage done and dusted. Subtitles. I've got a preset file for you now. So I'm not even gonna go too far away. I'm literally just gonna jump in and basically create some subtitles right here. Let's go ahead and call this sample subtitle number 1. Go ahead and go to the graphics tab, actually go to edit, and NELK Boys have pretty cool subtitles. What they've basically done is they've sort of created some sort of RGB glitch type of subtitles almost. So basically, I'll break it down. First off, they are completely white and they are in the font of Future HVBT. I'll leave this Future Heavy Italic. I'll leave this down below in the description. I literally just Googled NELK Boys subtitle font and it appears that this popped up, so I'm assuming this is the correct one. It definitely looks like it. More or less what they've got is some big subtitles, obviously at the bottom of the screen, and they actually have this sort of RGB glitch situation where, if you go down here to the description, download this preset file, actually go ahead and right-click presets, import the preset file from where you downloaded it, and literally drag and drop that, and sample subtitle number 1 becomes NELK Boys subtitles. And you know, you could also customize this NELK Boys ItsJackCole. You could, you know, how to edit videos like NELK, and then, you know, highlight it, bring it down, whatever. And pretty much that right there is how you create the NELK Boys subtitles. Also, just a little bit of backstory, the way I made that, very simple. I literally just put a drop shadow in one direction with a blue and a drop shadow in the other direction with a red. And it looks like a RGB split effect where you've got sort of like your RGB colors busting off in different directions. Very cool. Also, pop tag. That pop tag, the Jack pop tag that pops up, that is a sort of standard NELK Boys thing. Whenever they have a new character come onto the screen, they have that pop up. Very simple. The way I actually did that was in Premiere Pro, I literally just make a brand new solid. So for example, we got this color matte right here, right? If we bring this, we make this color matte, for example, you know, yellow, right? We make the color matte yellow, drag and drop the color matte in. That'll obviously be massive. Turn off the uniform scale and just literally scale it down on, you know, one axis. Drag it over so it's sort of a bit on the screen, but a bit not. Make some text, say, you know, Jack, or let's say NELK, right? Just to actually keep up with what we're doing. Make the NELK text black, drag it, and go ahead and pop it over the actual tag. And you know, just like that, you've got the pop tag. Then what you could do is you could right click them, actually nest them into a sequence, and then literally just position keyframe there, go to the start, position it off the screen, and boom, it would slide onto the screen. Maybe you do it a little bit quicker than that. So back up here, those are the actual editing tactics, like, you know, in the program, technical stuff you could be doing. If you guys download the NELK editing pack down below, you'll be able to replicate their style nicely. What are some stuff that they do that is more production-based stuff? Let me break it down. Mood music. Obviously, this is used by all sort of big YouTubers and obviously movies, TV shows, everything. If you want people to feel a certain type of mood, you put music that would bring them into that mood. So mood music Mood music is something they definitely use throughout the course of their, their videos and their show. If there's, for example, a high intense action scene or something like that. Or maybe like there's a, they're doing some sort of skit or something like that, you're gonna have music that gets you into that zone. The hard cuts to black, the hard cut transition to black, I already went over that. If you're still watching, that is one of the most powerful ways that they actually end a scene and bring you smoothly into the next scene.
Excuse me, I need some TP up in here. Yeah, just drop the fucking log and TP.
They'll have that build up and smash to black transition, at the end of a montage or something, and it really seamlessly brings you into the next clip, especially when you do what we did in this editor right here, or this composition right here, when you not only have the smash to black, but you've also got this sort of establishing shot of your next location as the very next thing that pops up. You get this effect that looks like this, which in my opinion is a smooth, seamless transition. Overall, guys, that right there is how to edit videos like the NELK Boys. In conclusion, massive fan of the NELK Boys. They've created a TV show here on YouTube that truly feels like a higher production value piece of content. Every single week, they really are producing some sort of MTV show type of situation, and massive fan, really like it. And hopefully, if you watch this video, and I mean, if you're listening to me now, you now know how to edit like the NELK Boys, or take a little bit of their style and apply it to what you're doing. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Peace. And recommend me down below which YouTuber I should do next for how to edit videos like. I take a YouTuber, I dissect their style, we break it down how to edit videos like them. Peace.